Hi, Jared Gomes here with you, and I got.
Hi, I'm Jude Ducharme.
And we're here in the Brick Lounge because, well, actually, just kind of right outside the station, you painted the Truth and Reconciliation Crosswalk, along with the help of some volunteers that came
Absolutely.
out. And tell me a little bit about painting it this year and how did that go?
Well, this is, I believe, year 5 or even maybe year 6. And this year it was a different vibe, but a good vibe. We've always posted on social media and things like that. Thank you very much to the Peace River Aboriginal Interagency, who is actually the catalyst behind the crosswalks themselves. But we had advertising out there, and we had so many people come off the street that wanted to help out.
Oh,
They
nice.
just they grabbed a paintbrush and started to go, and it was a little bit different this year in the sense that as an artist by trade, I typically don't have an idea of the design. Sometimes it just comes to me. Sometimes the night before, sometimes the morning of. But this year was a little bit different. I didn't have any ideas. I was blanking. So I arrived at the site really early and walked among the grass and sat among the site, and I took my shoes off and I was barefoot and just grounding myself, trying to find some inspiration. And I called my dad. He's actually one of the main reasons why I started doing the crosswalk so many years ago. My dad is a residential school survivor.
Oh, wow.
So I just thought I need to call him. So I called him that morning, and he was like, I'm partial to this, and he's kind of giving me some ideas and things like that. And then we started talking about other things, and Father's Day is coming up, that kind of stuff. So, but I still, nothing was coming to me. So I was feeling very, I guess, very emotional about that, because I usually have something in mind. But so Elder Priscilla Lalonde, and of course the interagency organizer, Wendy Goulet, we were there first people there that morning, and we always do a smudge and we do a prayer. We smudge the site because we want to ensure that everything, all of the work that's going to be done that day is done in good spirit, and we come from a very respectful place. And that was actually the total initial thought behind when I first started this. I seen the crosswalk done in Kamloops. I reached out to the artist in Kamloops and said, I would really like to bring that to my community. So, are you okay if I do that? And they were absolutely appreciative. So, I called the interagency and said, hey, I really would like to do this. And they're like, yep. And then people were like, we'll volunteer, we'll sponsor, we'll do this. And it just kind of went from there. But as we were walking around the site Monday morning and saying the prayer, and I was still struggling to come up with something, but I ended up recognizing that as people joined from all, there were professionals and there were, just retirees. The Art Hub sent over a couple of people, volunteers that have provided that they volunteered in previous years. Amber Hool, who is from Northern Sunrise County, she was she was the first one when I did the first crosswalk, and so I just watching everybody come together, and I got a few pictures of of everybody there, and this is the first year that my daughter, she lives in Airdrie, that she was able to attend, and
nice.
she came she came, and she's very, very close to my dad. So it was beautiful to see her there. But as I'm standing back and I'm talking to individuals, one of the major sponsors this year was Helix Engineering Transportation here in Peace River, and the guys came out and we're standing there, and not not to say anything negative about non-Indigenous people or organizations, but it was just that it is a non-Indigenous organization that provided the support, the major sponsor for this project. And I looking around, and I've all different cultures, and just all different people from different walks of life. And I remembered when the elder was doing the prayer that she had on turtle earrings. I carry a turtle around my neck because we live on Turtle Island. So then the idea came. It hit me, and I thought, you know what? This is Turtle Island. North America is Turtle Island. This is where we come from. This is our original place. And seeing everybody come together from all directions, I thought, this is how we honor the children. So that's why you have the turtle, to represent Turtle Island, the eagle feather for the First Nations people, the Inukshuk for the Inuit people, and the infinity symbol for the Métis people. So it's encompassing all of the Indigenous cultures that were predominantly, of course, that's the predominantly part of, and in 60 Scoop residential schools. This is why we talk about Every Child Matters. So yeah, that's how that came.
And I guess one thing that I've noticed some people talking about is it's been really great in Peace River that people have been maintaining these crosswalks every year. So is this something you hope to continue next year, repaint it, and continue doing?
Yeah, as long as we are given the support from the town, because we still do have to have an application in every year. So as long as the town keeps accepting our application, we keep paying the fee, and we have the volunteers, and I hope to continue this for as long as I can, for sure.
Awesome. Well, hey, go take a look. It's right outside the radio station, downtown Peace River, and it is really beautiful. You always do a fantastic job every year. Any finishing words for, I guess, people may want to go check it out?
I encourage anyone and everyone to go and sit in the space to walk among the crosswalk. And it was this year we finished 2 minutes before the rain started.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's been wacky weather lately.
Yeah, it absolutely has been. And when I went to check on the site a little later in the evening, the first layer kind of was running. I have a really cool picture of it. So the paint was actually running, and I thought, oh no, but it's okay. We'll do a touch up. We'll make an application to the town again, and we'll do a touch up. And I thought, well, there's a couple of ways we can look at this, right? So it's either the tears that are flowing, or it's the message that is spreading. So I'm choosing to use the latter. I just encourage anybody and everybody to attend and look at it, watch it, take pictures, keep the conversation going. It is definitely from a very respectful place. The spirit in which it was painted, the intentions were all positive, and it's just it's a great place to sit. And I know that I've spoken to residential school survivors who have sat near the crosswalk, and they are very, very thankful that I'm trying not to get emotional, but they're very thankful that there is a place that they can go and they can sit, and they know that it comes from a place of respect. It's a place of healing. So I encourage anybody and everybody to do that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me in the studio today. And of course, make sure you go check it out.